Okay, so get this. This deep dive is going to take us straight to the core of the tech world.
Love it.
We've got a whole stack of articles, and they're fresh off the press, and they're absolutely packed with news about everything, from next-generation processors to some major rumblings in the chip manufacturing game.
Interesting.
This stuff is pure gold, and we're going to unpack it all for you. No tech degree required.
So what's really got my attention here is how these developments could totally reshape the tech landscape. It's not just about like incremental upgrades anymore. These are seismic shifts that will have a ripple effect on everything, from the phones in our pockets to the way industries operate.
I am already geeking out over here. And, you know, we got to start with AMD.
Of course.
They are making some seriously bold moves right now, both in the desktop and handheld gaming arenas. First up, they're dropping the Ryzen 7 9800X3D processor on November 7th. This thing is an absolute beast with 8 cores, 16 threads, and a jaw-dropping 96 millibit of L3 cache.
Oh my God.
That includes a massive 64 millibit 3D V-cache stack.
That much cache is going to be a game changer.
Totally.
Literally.
Yeah.
We're talking significantly faster load times, gameplay that is smoother than silk, and potentially even higher frame rates. Which any serious gamer will tell you is a huge deal.
And here's where AMD is getting really clever. They're slashing prices across their entire Ryzen 9000 series.
Across the board.
By up to $50.
Wow.
Making them a super compelling alternative to Intel, especially for budget-conscious gamers. Plus, to really sweeten the deal, they're throwing in game bundles with those processors, including Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2, and Unknown 9 Awakening.
Nice.
This aggressive pricing strategy is a brilliant move by AMD.
I think so, too.
Especially with Intel's new Core Ultra processors hitting the market around the same time. This kind of head-to-head competition is exactly what we want to see.
I agree.
Because ultimately, it's the consumers who benefit from better products and lower prices.
It's a win-win for everyone.
It's a win-win for everyone.
Except maybe Intel.
Except maybe Intel.
And speaking of competition, AMD is also setting their sights on the handheld gaming market with their brand new Ryzen Z2 processors.
Interesting.
These chips are designed
specifically for devices, like the Steam Deck. And let me tell you, the rumors are making my inner gamer jump for joy.
I bet.
Think about the big picture here. AMD is clearly trying to carve out a dominant space across multiple segments of the tech industry. And if the rumors are true, the Z2 Extreme could be the most powerful handheld gaming chip we've ever seen.
Wow.
They're saying it could have a whopping 12 RDNA 3.5 GPU cores.
Can you imagine?
Incredible.
The possibilities for mobile gaming?
It's going to be amazing.
We could be talking console-level graphics on a handheld device. This could be huge for gamers who want that high-fidelity experience on the go.
It's like having a gaming PC in your pocket.
It really is.
The tech world is always full of surprises.
I know, right?
But this one feels like a real leap forward.
Totally agree. And the shakeups don't stop there. We've got news from Google, and it involves a major shift in their chip manufacturing strategy.
I'm listening.
What's interesting here is that Google has decided to ditch Samsung and partner with TSMC for their next-gen Tensor G5 and G6 processors. This means Google's Pixel 10 phones will be powered by chips made using the same cutting-edge 3-nanometer technology as Apple's latest iPhones.
So does this mean the Pixel 10 is going to be a performance powerhouse?
It's definitely a possibility. TSMC's 3-nanometer process is renowned for its power and efficiency. And it could significantly closed the performance gap.
Oh, wow.
Between Pixels and iPhones.
Interesting.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Google has explicitly stated that they're not solely focused on benchmark scores. They're prioritizing the overall user experience.
That's an interesting approach.
I think so, too.
So they're not just chasing numbers. They're thinking about how to make their phones feel smoother, more intuitive, and just a joy to use.
And that focus on the user experience could be a key differentiator for Google in a market that's often obsessed with specs and benchmarks.
Yeah.
They're betting that a phone that feels great to use will win over users, even if it doesn't have the highest benchmark scores on paper.
It's a bold strategy, and it'll be fascinating to see how it plays out.
I agree.
Okay. So AMD shaking things up.
Yep.
Google is switching partners, and now let's talk about Intel.
Right.
They're not exactly sitting back and watching the show.
They're not that.
They've just announced their Core Ultra 200H series of mobile processors. And these are clearly designed for serious laptop power.
The flagship Core Ultra 9 285H is a perfect example. It boasts an incredible 16 cores.
Wow. That's
6 performance cores, 8 efficiency cores, and 2 low-power cores, all clocked at a blistering 5.4 gigahertz.
5.4 gigahertz in a laptop.
I know.
I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it.
It's pretty impressive.
It seems like Intel is really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in terms of power and efficiency.
Absolutely.
And they're not stopping there.
Yep.
Their upcoming Core Ultra 9 285K desktop processor is another example of their ambition.
Interesting.
It utilizes a revolutionary 3-nanometer manufacturing process, just like the new Google chips and features, a brand new Lion Cove core design, all aimed at maximizing performance.
So Intel's going all in on performance. It sounds like they're not afraid to experiment and innovate.
Which is great news for consumers who want the absolute cutting edge of technology.
Absolutely.
And here's where things get even more intriguing.
Okay.
There are whispers of a potential foundry alliance brewing.
A foundry alliance?
Between Intel and Samsung.
What does that even mean?
It means they would be sharing manufacturing facilities and technology. This would allow them to pool resources and expertise, which could potentially challenge TSMC's dominance in the semiconductor market.
That would be a massive shakeup.
Oh.
Could this be the beginning of a whole new era in the chip manufacturing world?
It's mind-blowing to think about.
It is.
Okay, so we've got AMD shaking things up with pricing and new products, Google making a major move in chip manufacturing, and Intel pushing the limits of performance while potentially forging a powerful alliance.
It's wild.
It's like a tech thriller unfolding before our eyes.
And we're not done yet. There's a lot more to uncover in this deep dive.
All right.
So let's take a breath and then jump right back in.
I'm ready.
To the next wave of tech revelations.
Let's go.
It's amazing to think about all the brain power and innovation happening behind the scenes in the tech world. These companies are constantly pushing the boundaries, exploring new ideas, and trying to outdo each other.
I know, it's mind-boggling. But what really fascinates me is how all these developments eventually trickle down to us, the everyday users. It's like we're getting a front row seat to the future.
Exactly. We often only see the finished product, the sleek new phone, the powerful laptop, or the cutting-edge gaming console, but there's a whole universe of research engineering and competition that goes into making these products a reality.
It's like we're seeing the tip of the iceberg, but there's this massive, intricate structure beneath the surface.
A perfect analogy. And that's what makes these deep dives so exciting. We get to peek behind the curtain and see the forces that are shaping the tech landscape and ultimately influencing our lives.
Speaking of shaping the future, let's circle back to those rumors about Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max redesign. Shrinking the dynamic island, boosting the RAM, improving the cooling system. It all sounds impressive, but how will it actually impact the user experience?
Imagine a phone that's even faster and more responsive than anything we've seen before. A phone that can handle the most demanding tasks without breaking a sweat. And let's not forget about the smaller dynamic island. That means more screen real estate for enjoying videos, browsing the web, and everything in between.
More screen is always a good thing in my book. And speaking of things that get me excited, let's talk about AMD and their new Ryzen Z2 processors for handheld gaming devices. That Z2 Extreme with its rumored 12 RDNA 3.5 GPU cores sounds like a portable powerhouse.
What's so remarkable about this chip is that it could bring true console-quality gaming to the palm of your hand. Imagine stunning graphics, smooth frame rates, and immersive gameplay experiences that were previously only possible on a dedicated gaming device.
It's like having a PS5 in my pocket. I'm already picturing myself playing the latest AAA titles on my morning commute.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see entirely new genres of mobile games emerge, games that blur the lines between console and handheld experiences. This could be a pivotal moment for the mobile gaming industry.
It's an exciting time to be a gamer. But let's not forget that these advancements in processing power will have a profound impact on every aspect of our digital lives, from the way we work and communicate to the way we consume entertainment.
It's all interconnected, and it's all moving forward at an incredible pace. Which brings us to the bigger picture. The tech industry is in a constant state of flux, with new players emerging, alliances forming, and boundaries being pushed further than ever before.
It's like a high-stakes game of chess, with each move changing the landscape and forcing the players to adapt their strategies.
And the stakes are incredibly high. The companies that can innovate and adapt the fastest will be the ones that thrive in the long run.
Which is why it's so important to stay informed about these developments. We need to understand the forces that are shaping the tech world and how they will ultimately impact our lives.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power. And in the fast-paced world of technology, staying ahead of the curve is essential.
You know, something that's been on my mind is Linus Torvalds' criticism of Intel, AMD, and NVIDIA for those hardware vulnerabilities. It's a serious issue, and it raises some important questions about the trade-offs between performance and security.
It's a delicate balancing act. On one hand, we all want devices that are fast, powerful, and can handle everything we throw at them. But on the other hand, we also want those devices to be secure and protect our data from malicious actors.
So where do we draw the line? How much performance are we willing to sacrifice for security? It's a question we all need to consider.
It's a complex issue with no easy answers. But one thing is clear. We can't afford to ignore these vulnerabilities. We need to demand that hardware manufacturers prioritize security alongside performance.
It's about finding the right balance, a balance that allows us to enjoy the benefits of cutting-edge technology without compromising our safety and privacy.
And that balance is constantly shifting. As new technologies emerge and new threats arise, we need to be vigilant and adapt our approach to security accordingly.
Speaking of new technologies, let's shift gears and talk about artificial intelligence. NVIDIA's new B300 AI GPU is a testament to just how rapidly this field is advancing.
This GPU is a true game changer. It has the potential to unlock entirely new possibilities for AI, from accelerating scientific research to powering next-generation autonomous systems. We could be on the verge of breakthroughs we can't even imagine yet.
It's both exciting and a little daunting to think about the potential impact of AI. It could transform our world in countless ways, both positive and negative.
Which is why it's so important to have these conversations now, to understand the implications of AI and to ensure that it's developed and used responsibly. We need to be aware of the potential risks and challenges, but also open to the incredible opportunities that AI presents.
It's all about finding that balance again, that sweet spot between innovation and responsibility. It's a theme that seems to run through every aspect of the tech world.
You hit the nail on the head. Every new technology comes with its own set of promises and potential pitfalls. It's up to us to guide these technologies in a direction that benefits humanity as a whole.
Before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, let's take a step back and consider what all of this means for the future of technology. It's clear that the pace of innovation is only accelerating.
We're living in a time of unprecedented technological advancement, and the future holds even more exciting possibilities. From powerful new processors to potential industry shakeups, the tech landscape is constantly evolving. It's a wild ride, and it's only going to get wilder.
But it's also an incredibly exciting time to be alive. We're witnessing the birth of a new technological era, an era that will redefine what it means to be human.
And we're all part of it. Whether we're developers, engineers, or simply everyday users, we're all shaping the future of technology. And that's a powerful thought.
It really is. But before we get too philosophical, let's take a quick break and then come back for the final part of our deep dive, where we'll explore these ideas even further and consider what it all means for us as individuals and as a society.
Welcome back to the final part of our tech deep dive. We've covered so much ground already.
All right.
From AMD's aggressive moves to Intel's relentless pursuit of performance, and even Apple's rumored iPhone redesign.
Can't forget about that potential Intel and Samsung alliance.
Oh, yeah, that could be the biggest shakeup the semiconductor market has seen in years.
Right.
It's like watching a high-stakes poker game unfold. These tech giants are all embedding big on their strategies.
Time.
But it's not.
It's just about money and market share.
No, it's about the power that comes with controlling these technologies.
Yeah.
The power to shape the future, to influence how we live, work, and interact with the world.
It's almost like science fiction becoming reality.
I know, right?
Right before our eyes.
It's pretty wild.
And that's both exhilarating and a little bit terrifying, don't you think?
You've hit the nail on the head. Technology is a double-edged sword. It has the potential to do incredible good, but also to cause great harm.
Right.
We've seen this throughout history.
Yeah.
Every major technological innovation has come with its own set of benefits and challenges.
Think about the printing press, the internet, even the discovery of electricity. They all brought about profound changes. Some good, some not so good.
And artificial intelligence is no different.
Right.
It has the potential to revolutionize countless aspects of our lives. But it also raises some serious ethical questions.
Questions about job displacement, privacy, and even the potential for AI to be used for malicious purposes.
Yeah, it's like opening Pandora's box.
Right.
We're unleashing incredible power.
Yeah.
But we need to be very careful with it.
We can't just sit back and assume everything will work out on its own.
Right.
We need to be proactive, not reactive.
I agree.
It's our responsibility to shape the future of AI and ensure that it serves humanity, not the other way around.
I think that's really important to keep in mind.
Yeah, and it's not just about AI either.
No.
We need to be thinking critically about all of these technological advancements and their impact on society, the environment, and our future as a species.
Because technology is not neutral.
Right.
It reflects the values of the people who create it and the systems in which it operates.
Right.
And if we're not careful, technology can reinforce existing inequalities and create new ones.
We need to be mindful of the potential consequences and work towards a future where technology benefits all of humanity, not just a privileged few.
A future where technology is used to empower people, not control them.
Right.
A future where innovation goes hand in hand with responsibility.
That's a vision worth striving for.
Absolutely.
So what does all of this mean for our listeners? What can they do to make a difference in this rapidly evolving tech landscape?
Well, first and foremost, stay informed.
Okay.
Pay attention to the news. Read articles. Engage in discussions about technology and its impact on the world around us.
Right.
Be curious. Ask questions.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to challenge the status quo.
That's so important. We can't just passively consume technology.
Right.
We need to be active participants in shaping its development and use.
I completely agree. And don't be afraid to get involved.
Right.
Support organizations that are promoting ethical AI development. Advocate for policies that protect our privacy and security. And use your voice to shape the future of technology.
We all have a role to play in this.
We do.
The choices we make today will determine the kind of world we leave for future generations.
I think that's a powerful thought.
It really is. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of tech, we hope we've given you some food for thought and inspired you to be more than just a consumer of technology, but an active participant in its future.
Absolutely.
Remember, the future is not predetermined. It's something we're creating together right now.
Right now.
And that's both a challenge and an incredible opportunity.
I agree.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. And until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
Stay curious, my friends.